Ice Fiber override.
Yo. What's good, people? Hold on. This kind of heat. What y'all know about that, young? Fool. Okay. Shut the fuck up. Ace Attorney, man. I'm a week removed from this case. I don't remember much, honestly. So I'm gonna need to spend like 10, 15 minutes reviewing some of the stuff that I have, because I don't remember this case like that. I just remember it was some cowboy. I remember I don't know, bro. So I'm gonna look over my stuff before I start, but don't be surprised if I'm like really off with this case, because like I said, it's been a week gap. My memory is shit tier. I'm gonna try my best, but I don't know. Boy. So what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. I do remember that sketchy guy that looked like Joseph Joestar. I feel like he had something to do with this murder. Oh my God, I just remember this. This case had 3 pages of evidence to use. So it's a lot to remember, bro. I might be cooked. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So how'd it go? It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. No! What you doing? I'm your lawyer. What are you doing? Throw that shit in the trash. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. That's not no good plea bargain. They just not gonna kill you. Like, bro, I'm gonna make sure you don't go to jail. I got you. But Lana, don't tell me you. Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss God. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. Jake Marshall is the cowboy guy. What kind of trace evidence? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We had to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Scott? And I was like, I became a little veteran, you know? I'm like, do what you had to do, Mr. Wright. I'm always right. Let me review my records and everything, bro. I need it. I'm gonna get my ass kicked this trial, bro. Oh my Lord, nigga. Look at all this stuff. Bro. All we can do is look at the evidence, bro. Oh my God, nigga.
5 minutes later.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is. I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today, I will present evidence related to the murder at the police department. In doing so, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things. Stop dick riding. He's trying to kill your sister. If there's not a time to dick ride, this is not the time. Even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait? Yeah, him just winking something. I don't know what's going on. There ain't nobody dick riding me in the chat. Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? Nah, that's hilarious. Things are getting wild from the get-go. Oh, I forgot he was a suspect. I thought the whole time I'm thinking, damn, they bringing in Lana already? I forgot he was a suspect. Oh man. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I am Officer Mike Meekins, sir. My occupation is that would be murderer, sir. That's a terrible way to start. What's your job? Killing niggas. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You got to believe me, sir. Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is... Sir, I'm what you would call a part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edgeworth. Sir, help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that in order. Yes, sir. As you wish. After all, I am part of the generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Lock him up and set Lana free. Just for being loud. Although it is not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Satsuki, you done jury duty? No, not yet. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. That's kind of hard, though. Body them before they body you. Okay. I see. So then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. We're going to press you for everything that you got. What's up? Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir. I am in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Yikes, now there's a scary thought. Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by Chief of Detectives, sir. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. So did it always look like that? Yeah, it's creepy as hell. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. I see. Sounds like a very important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. In order to ensure the evidence room, to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right around. Okay, so we can clear up another gap. Okay. So was he that 450 number? 450? So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? Yeah, which one is you? You got to be the 49 number, right? 498959. There it is, sir. I found it. This is the one right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It is 4989596. That's my number, sir. I see. Huh? But the number is 4989596. It's shown as being used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room, and the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during the second time when... Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen. Okay, so we just gotta figure out what's that. The 7 number. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir. A knife. Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You weren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just keep your cool, your hand wouldn't be. When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. Oh, no. What exactly do you mean when you say, did it? I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into Kung Fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife? I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. He did the Detroit thing. It actually worked in real life. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? When the old boy just pulled up and was like, this is what you need to do in this situation. Gun to your head. You should disarm knife by hitting him in the elbow. Drop the gun. Take the gun. Aim at his face. Ooh, Detroit self-defense, yeah.
I don't know. You shoot me if I move.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, you couldn't do shit.
Yeah, bitch ass nigga, what that shit you was talking, nigga? Oh, you was gonna do what when you see me, nigga?
Whoa. Relax.
What you doing?
You in heaven, my boy.
No,
you got killed too.
hell no, man, I just did.
Man, I was with him too. Man, what you
Detroiters involved training. They skip their training, and that's what happens. That'll get you killed. Always come to training.
Here he goes.
What you doing?
Okay, and you see he wearing the Wu-Tang emblem on his hat. I see you, Meekins. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. I see. He must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in the sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in the face, sir. I don't think a dead man can punch you in the face. This is the only idiot character I've seen Satsuki really enjoy. He's cool. I mean, Maya's not that smart. About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. I returned into the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins? With regard to that, sir. Take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. See, Gant is manipulating. Like, Gant seems to be behind everything, bro. I gut feeling that he's the one that did this. The chief delivered it? What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. Who that? But he sent him a videotape of him allegedly doing it? Like, that's Chief Gant looking like, I don't know. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape and was told it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. They probably had to edit that junk. They went to Adobe in that mug. I see what y'all doing. The Vegas Pro, they got to work. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Traumatize all these children now. Oh, please, stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder? Just what are we getting ourselves into? Let's watch. Let me turn off my camera. Let's see this murder. Yeah. 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 Okay. He walked in that bitch. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Gloves slipped out that mug. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at him. Bitch ass nigga. I ain't give you authorization for that. Yeah. Walk up on. Oh! Come here! Nigga, oh shit. Damn. You was getting your ass whooped. Hey. Okay. Knock the fuck out. Okay, where's old boy? Where's old boy? Huh? Huh? This is we dealing with Batman in that mid? Where he went at? I ain't see no murder. I'm gonna say that. I don't know where old boy went. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. It is the Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Yes, well, anyway. This tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone. I'm glad he didn't say a murder, because I was about to say, bro, no, it doesn't prove that. This is the bonus chapter, right? Why has the judge low-key been better here than he's ever been in any other case? Like, he's still trash, but he's less stinky here than any other chapter. Maybe the first chapter he wasn't bad because that was easy, but My God, he was terrible every other place. In the evidence room in some sort of activity. What? Am I on auto? Your Honor, instead of replying or relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. His face can't be clearly seen in the video. But there's no question the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. No question. I mean, he opened a locker which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Good. Not necessarily. Depending on how much pressure needs to be applied to these scanners or whatever, he can lift fingerprints. I mean, if he's a detective, he would have knowledge on how to do that. So not necessarily. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I had to start. He took a bribe for some food last week. Oh yeah, he did. He did. And that's the crazy thing. He still was the best here than other cases. That's great. He did take a bribe for food. I forgot about that. No, we pressing you with everything. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife. Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I would be classified as the latter? The latter, but you were standing right in front of him, were you not? More to the point, you are the person who fought him, aren't you? Oh, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see. Jesus. Yeah, that's a good trait. Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. Still, I am sure it was him. I bet my badge on it. You gonna give me your badge after you done? But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it. Since his face can't be identified in a video, only you can verify it. Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or Meekins. Oh my God. Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir! You claimed the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir! I myself tried all the kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to register fingerprints, sir. I wonder what kind of methods he's tried. If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to his register fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir, and this too. How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir. People in the know? So he doesn't even know that it was his locker that got opened up. The workers in the department cafeteria, sir, they keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir. Oh, you got holes, Meekins? I see you, boy. For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source. So the victim opened a locker with his own fingerprints. So it must be him! No one else could have unlocked it! However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face. Sir! If I may say something, sir! Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. Yeah, he's only the fucking I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Okay. Hell yeah, that's a problem. I'm gonna look over the video again, but hell yeah, it's a problem. Let me look at this tape again.
Gang tapes. Let me see, bro. I'm gonna look at the time. Let me stare at that bit. Let me see if the time never changes. I'm paying attention to the other stuff later. Probably gonna rewatch it a couple of times. Okay, so the time never changes. But we can still question where exactly Goodman supposedly disappeared to. It's replaying, right? Let me just make sure it's replaying. Whoa. Hold on.
It was already open. Bitch, you can't trick me. My bad for being loud. You can't trick me. The locker was already open. Bitch ass nigga. Let's look at the video again. Just to remind y'all, evidence locker proves right here. Only the assigned detective prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. The light is on when the locker is already open. No, I turned off the audio just so you can hear me. Cause it's loud on my end. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Let's look at the video one more time, y'all. Mind you, this is at the start of the video. Look at the light. It's already on. So we have the light that was already open. So he didn't need to be Detective Goodman to open up that locker. What probably happened? I'm gonna show you what probably happened. Where it's at. When did he come in? Mike Meeks weekends. It's either Miles opened it or whoever came in at 4:20, which that could be the cowboy guy, but somebody already opened the locker before then. So yeah, I got a problem. You thought I was gonna catch that? Regarding the video contained on this tape, hold on. There's one thing in particular that seems rather strange. This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Esworth? I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in this video. That's the proposition? Me prove what I just said? I was going to do that either way. He would want me to point it out. Very well. Proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. I had to point out a problem in the video. Oh yeah, I forgot this. Y'all told me that this was made for like the DS. So this is why they keep doing like different interactive mini games with the evidence. Like how I had to put a, bring together the vase and all this stuff. Have fun with this. I don't like how you said that. I don't like how you said that, Choco. What does that mean? You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. Let's save. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where's the contradiction that indicates that the man may not... Oh, damn. Hold on, I got your punk ass. Pause! The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins. Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker... Can I ask a question real quick? Go ahead. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, there's something that's seriously wrong with this picture. Say you shoot someone with your last bullet and just stands there, what you doing? Shoot them again. Or pistol whipping them. My bad. Pistol whipping them. When the victim reaches for the handle to open a locker, let's rewind to a little earlier. I'm trying to tell you, put some 808s on this. What's this? It's already lit. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Ah! Order! What's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know. It must have broken down. How does that make sense to y'all? How the fuck does that make sense? Of course, I am not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh well, it just goes to show how novices should keep their mouth shut. Sometimes it's not your turn to speak. Sometimes we don't need your opinion. Some people need to take notes on this. Yeah. Hopefully you follow that advice throughout the entirety of the franchise. Sometimes you just gotta shut the hell up. It's okay. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes. Why wasn't a locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. I'm up here begging for help from oh my God. What am I doing? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jam the system sensor? Something jammed the sensor? Say... There's something else that seems out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well. Let's inspect the video once more. A locker wasn't locked, Mr. Wright, Please point, bro. Let me read what he actually says, bro. If I get heated. I'm gonna watch you, bro. I'm gonna watch you, okay? All right, you cool with that? I'm watching you. I'm watching you, bro. Okay, everything seemed normal. Everything on the up and up. Said something may have been blocking this. You good? I see the issue. Nigga, that's from the Burlington Coat Factory, nigga. Yeah, this the middle of that mall, middle of the mall shit. Uh-huh. Cheap ass detective. Okay, make sure none of the lights over here. Oh, okay. You good? Everything cool? Keep going. You good, bro? Hold on. I gotta check up on you. We had the glove right here that fell out. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to point out, but the glove fell out. You know what they call me in the hood? God Eye Galatea. We see your dumb ass. What's that doing over here? Detective Satsuki, stop playing with me. The thing that's strange about in this video has got to be this. Oh yes, that. I found that quite disturbing myself. You didn't notice anything. Such sloppiness should not be accepted in any law enforcement agency. No, Your Honor, that's not exactly what I meant. It seems yet again you've lost sight of the problem at hand. What? The reason the locker was not locked. That is the one and only thing you must point out here, Mr. Wright. Phew. It seems I almost walked right into the defense's trap again. Trap? Now I'm really place him under arrest, sir. I've got to stay focused on that locking mechanism. So y'all gonna take points from that? Okay, so they just want me to point out why it wasn't locked. All I know is the glove fell out, but I mean, it has to be the glove. Let's go. Well, I'm thinking because the glove fell out immediately, it was lodged into the whatever it's called, into that, so it could stop it from closing all the way. That's what I'm guessing. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Because at first I was just thinking maybe the glove like fell out, but now that they say it like this, the glove had to be the thing that was in it so it wouldn't close all the way. What's this? Something white fell out of that locker. You didn't see that the first time? But sir, it has been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. I have to fall out and roll great distances when they don't let me read anything. We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. Exactly. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times when it gets stuck in the door when I go out on my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. It's a thin glove. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. A rubber glove? A thin rubber glove can't do that? Edgeworth, how much they paying you, boy? Edgeworth, what the hell are you doing? Who hired you? Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene. There just might have been something that fits the description. But, sir, by insulator, you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out. Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the door? I found this near the locker, a thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was the victim's locker. What? Nigga, you see the video where a glove falls out and I just gave you a white glove, and then it has the same tag with the evidence that matches what was in that locker. What the hell are you talking about, old man? What? The video seems to depict the victim opening locker. I don't even remember this case like this. What are y'all doing? But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is that not so, Officer Meekins? Sir, it would appear so, sir. Order, order, order. So we are to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir! Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Is this a joke? Very well. Begin your testimony. Oh, what does he got to throw at me this time? Mystery Man 2? There was one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. All he needed was his ID card. That's it. When the ID card is used, there's a record of it. Villain Edgeworth. Anti-hero Edgeworth. An ID card record. ID card record. I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 514 is that of the victim. Just before the crime. Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now, let us move on to the cross-examination. What's up? I'm pressing everything. So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give the V for victory sign, sir. Couldn't he just use his right hand for that? Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second. Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards? Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuff, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time is my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. What the hell? How do you function in society? Maybe I should just leave this one alone. At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to. Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman? What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. Prosecutors really don't be prepping the witness, shake my head. So it was, Your Honor. Not that prosecutor again. Hey, maybe he's behind this. Being a prosecutor, he could hide the evidence. Mommy, is that man in blue a murderer? Shh, don't stare at him. You got the wrong color, kid. You dyslexic with colors? What the hell? It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or consequences. Or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him. I didn't mean to do that. The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. They're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we got. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked. Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out. Okay. Alright, so what exactly am I presenting, though? Alright, let's go with it. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I am not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. Lost item report? It's only half completed. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there's a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Order, order. So now, what does this all mean? It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Why the fuck is he yelling? Order, order, order! Does the prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo? Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yeah, keep on going. What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. That the victim in this video is a fake. And the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of a murder. That is, well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Well, it seems you finally realize exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. He's saying if it wasn't Officer Meekus, then it had to be Lana. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot, at the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Sky, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Okay. Well, we take it one day at a time. So right now we just got Meekins out of the bind, and we're gonna get Lana out the bind. It's all right. I knew that that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else Lana... What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? I better pace myself. If I rush ahead, I might run into another trap. But, Mr. Wright, if you don't do anything... It seems the defense is out of ammunition. The surrender flag has been raised. Your Honor, may we have your ruling now? What? Objection! One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked it right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. But it showed the perpetrator. If we're saying that's not Goodman, then it could have been a person who actually murdered Goodman. However, it cannot be said that this is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witness for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. All right, let's get to it. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh? Whom do you have in mind? Some we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. One thing too about that cowboy, he said that he was, when all of this happened or whatever, he was riding his horse or something. Nah, bro, you wasn't riding your horse. We got your bloody handprint on one of the lockers. So you was capping for some reason. But given that we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 names on this list, I don't know when. Either he's the 77777 number, or he was a person posing as Bruce. One or the other. Before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify. What is his or her name? Jake Marshall, sir. Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in a police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. So we taking a little recess? Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court is now in recess. We did better than what I thought we was going to do. Lana probably mad as hell. Like, bro, you could have pinned that on Meekins. Got me out of the jam. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. I like how you just fucked up the emotional flow. Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later. That man really fucked up everything. Hey, at least he was self-aware to try to leave. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You've got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you called me here. I've been seeing happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey. Hey, 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 hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. I'm thirsty. It's okay. So have you brought what I asked? Oh. Oh, 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 oh. You mean this, right? My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? You know my name is good as gold. Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Did I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident? But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. I can't believe you, Chief Prosecutor, were a witness in that case. Miss Sky was a witness? Files for the Joe Dark killings. Saw 2 years ago. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murderers. Oh, what? Now that I brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but why? Why is your name in here? What? My name is in there? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident. Is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark. No. No, Lana. That's over with. No. Emma, wait. She ran away. You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Gumshoe. Jake Marshall, Angel Starr, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you might just be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I better take a good look at this file. To be continued.
Life is just death, taking its time. Who gon' take it from my hand? Was lonely before friends. I'm holding my own hand and taking these bad shots, just hoping they go in. Everything folds in.